Hey, what's up, everyone? Live here on YouTube, and I'm gonna turn on the music as usual. I got a new headset, new keyboard. Check out the keyboard; it lights up. Ha ha ha! Not this one. Let's go lo-fi chill. Even though I like Olivia Rodrigo, but that's not appropriate for what we're gonna be talking about right now. And lo-fi is what I use for every one of these videos because I don't want to get copyrighted. Hmm, never mind eating. I'm hungry as fuck right now. Anyways, Ninjitsu. Why is the future of combat? Well, when you think ninjutsu, you typically think of samurai running around like this. Well, that might have been true in the earlier periods of Japan. But modern ninjutsu looks more like wearing wearing everyday clothes like I'm wearing right now. Wearing everyday fashion clothes and wearing maybe your karate belt or taekwondo belt. Mm. Because because of the chi that those belts form. Well, what is chi? No. Well, if you ever ask a Japanese person, like a Japanese elder, what chi is, they'll get jittery and what's chi? Well, think, how does a windmill spin? How do you explain that? Or how does a flame spark? What creates a flame? We know it turns blue first, right? What's that blue part? There's no name for it. That's what we call chi. Maybe there's some nerdy name for it, but really, there's truly no name for it. That is what your uniform is embedded with, psychologically and physically. Now, I've tested this. I've walked around America, America, fuck yeah. Typically racist, typically no idea what Asians do in their free time. It's not they're wholly racist, wholly as the part is whole in the part, not as holy as in holy, as in wholly racist. but they're just misunderstanding because it's not part of everyday Christian American, living. Even like the whitewashed Asians don't understand Asian cultures like Asians. They don't understand like things like chi or karate or martial arts. They have no fucking clue. All they do is fear God every day and pray to Jesus, amen. And that's all they pray to. Don't know anything about Buddha or Shintoism or Krishna. I mean, those things exist. But anyways, this is not a Bible talk time. Although I am inherently Catholic, grew up Catholic, I am more of a Buddhist now. And when it comes to Buddhism, Buddhists can believe in multiple religions. It's in the Buddhist right to believe in multiple religions. So I believe in Catholicism, Shintoism, Protestantism. What else? Hinduism is a pretty good one. So I believe in those four religions. Out of all the thousands of religions that exist, or maybe hundreds, I'm not counting. Anyways, I have a doctorate, I'm a professor, PhD. So you can trust what I'm saying when I say this. Well, I look quite young for a doctorate. I'm only 32. But yeah. I mean, who do you trust more, your clergyman or someone with a doctorate? Do you trust the education system more, or do you trust your priest more? I mean, that's a answer that you question that you have to answer in your own mind. Obviously, you're watching this video, so you might be questioning, or you might trust education more because education tends to be based on science, and we know science is the whole reason why you're even watching this video in the first place, right? I mean, this is computer science. Without science, you wouldn't be watching this video live. Although magic exists, and there's a whole science behind magic, which is chi. Funny thing is, it's Eastern religion. Eastern religion has Eastern science. Yeah. Um, and it's quite different from Western science. And there's a lot to it. A lot more than I can explain in one video. But I'll try to explain it more in more videos. Although I've been trying to explain it in Facebook posts and Instagram and my blog, little by little, you know, Twitter. So you get a little understanding of what what um, what Eastern science means. It's Eastern religion. Eastern science usually clash together, unlike in Western science and Western religions are normally separate. They're separate entities. and usually not just separate, but hate each other. Right? They don't work together. They hate each other, and um, that's something I think we can and should fix. And we'll make a peaceful world by looking at um, these Asians, uh, Eastern Eastern religions and Eastern sciences and Eastern medicines. Medicines can be anything from medications to psychology. There's a lot to it, and no, I don't want to go rambling on. But anyways, what was I about to say? Oh, recently I've been writing in my blog about the martial arts, karate. Well, it's it's even people who have heard of karate don't really understand it. I mean, karate are people who work and even don't technically work, who just are students in martial arts, move faster than bullets. And how can this be achieved? You need to sacrifice your body, soul, your life, your entire life. And usually it takes, I'd say, 2 years to get to brown belt. It's how long it took for me from age 6 to age 8. Yeah, that's a good timeline. Uh, 2 years of practice and studying the philosophies. Philosophies is extremely important in martial arts because if you just get the technique but not the philosophy, you're like on a boat and on a boat out in the water in the middle of the ocean with no engine whatsoever, just rowing. You need an engine for that boat, you know. So the philosophy in karate is the engine. Yeah, you need to take more than just, I don't know. You need to take at least 2 years. You need to study philosophy, and if you can't master the philosophy in karate, you need to take more time to get it. Once your sensei or teacher, it means sensei means teacher in Japanese. Um, Chi means energy in Japanese. Anyways, your sensei, karate master, black belt karate master, approves of you. Um, you'll eventually get your black belt yourself. Uh, you know, some people take until their 30s. I started my brown belt when I was 8 years old. By 30, 31, I got my black belt. So it's a long time. It's a long time. In my opinion, in my universe, that's a long time. But everyone eventually gets the black belt. I don't think anyone gets stuck in purple or green. I think everyone their chi never gets stuck on one belt. You know, because once you get the ball going on karate, once you get your white belt, they say the white belt just gets darker and darker the more you wear it. That means, I mean, doing anything, sleeping, walking around, your belt gets darker just breathing. So just existing, your belt will get darker. Just don't jump in front of any buses or whatever. I know depression is a serious issue amongst a lot of people. I used to be very depressed myself. I got CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, for my depression and anxiety pretty recently, and it's helped out. I mean, I have no depression or anxiety whatsoever anymore, and that says a lot because just recently, I just had this nagging depression, and now that I had a lot of counseling with these PhDs, in fact, and student PhDs, you know, I was able to retire. I was able to start doing lives every day here on YouTube, um, do Twitch for my gaming, type stuff out, write, blog, read, and there's tons of things to do in my room. I mean, my room, you can't even see how messy my room is, but that's only like, that's just like a blessing because there's so much to do in my room. There's so much to look at. It needs a little fixing, but a little organizing, but my room's perfect the way it is, in my opinion. Unless I have a hot chick around my room, whatever. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Yeah. I don't think anyone would mind. I don't even have a bed sheets. Huh. Weird. You have bed sheets. It's fucking middle of winter. Anyways, yeah. So protection, self defense, man, that's so important. Like I see these celebrities dying all the time because of suicide. You know, if you ever learn self defense, you would never even try to commit suicide. You know, like I've thought about it, but I never went through with it. You know, because I know that I would never, I would never be successful. I would never be successful because I've literally been shot before, and I've literally, you know, been dogged by a sword before into my body. I've literally fought with a sword I have several swords right now. Two swords, a saber and a keyblade. I literally have two swords right now, and those things, having a sword makes you a sword. You know, having a gun makes you a gun, but that doesn't mean that these things can't kill you. Because if you don't have any kind of self defense or combat skills, if you buy these things, they'll kill you right away. You'll die if you stab yourself or you shoot yourself, you know. But I've had these combat skills since I was 6 years old, so they're not new to me. I'm not afraid of them. They're scary as shit, though. Totally. Hell, I got arrested for bringing one to Walmart. But you gotta be. That's what ninjitsu is. Ninjitsu is the art of. I forgot to mention this, but ninjitsu is the art of camouflage. Ninjitsu is the art of having a sheath for your sword or wearing plain clothing with your uh, colored belt. You know, for me, I wear my karate belt everywhere. Well, not to the bathroom, but when I go out. If I go, let's see, when I go to the chiropractor or when I go to Walmart, goddamn belt's on. And you have to be paranoid. You have to be paranoid in this world because I've gone out with a normal belt without my karate belt. I've seen those motherfucking cops with their 9 millimeter shot uh, pistols in their, in their. I know that's a gun. Come on, their badges. Just standing there in Nike, pretending like, oh, I'm here to secure the place. But guess what? I mean, sure, there are shooters, other shooters. I don't know, man. I feel like people who shoot each other are playing hooky. You know, they're just baiting each other. It's like fishing. You know, I'll bring your gun, you bring yours, and let's see who shoots each other first. You know, bring your gun, I'll bring mine. Bang, bang, bang. See who goes to jail first. They always have the accent, always American accent. Yeah, I got my gun. I'm gonna shoot you first. I'll admit, guns are cool. I've always thought guns were cool. Until a lot of them were pointed at me. Not so cool now. I'll stick with my swords. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's hard to be. No, it's hard to be. It's hard to be a ninja, ninjitsu with a gun these days. It's just so recognizable. You know, even if they're in their case, even if they're right beside your leg waist, you see that's a gun, right? So obvious. It's like if you saw Deadpool in on the streets, yeah, it's Deadpool or Spider Man, yeah, Spider Man or Superman. He's flying. Anyways, yeah. But then you say, Julian, you're a grown man. Why are you practicing ninjutsu? Well, I might have karate skills. I might have martial arts skills. Uh, But why don't I have a sword? It's because people don't believe in it. People don't believe in karate. You know, the sword represents something more than something more. I hate I hate to talk about this, but there's Buddhism where Buddha is the biggest and baddest person in the world. And Buddhism really isn't a religion. It's just believing in other religions and the use of force against each other, fighting forces. Ah, a lot of monks. There's a lot of monks out there who, I mean, it's peaceful, but in a violent way. It's forcing you to be peaceful with sticks and like monks will forcefully, without weapons, make you peaceful. And that's how Buddhism works. Do I need the weapons? Absolutely not. In fact, a lot of times I don't even bring them out anymore. No. One time I was so petrified, petrifiably paranoid that I would just bring it to a restaurant. Why do I need a sword at a restaurant? I'm gonna stab the chicken. But it's hard not to be paranoid in the world these days. It's funny. People thought I was a shooter, like somebody who was trying to mass kill, genocide, when really I was trying to protect myself. Mm-mm. Trying to protect myself from you. Shit. I blame Gandhi for the shitty, non-violent, skinny ass motherfucker. That's why that motherfucker died. The fuck? Who the fuck looks up to Gandhi? He's the most useless piece of shit that ever lived. Mary, he's skinny as a stick. I've never even heard the motherfucker's voice. Probably can't even talk. So skinny, he can't even talk. The fuck? Gandhi, non-violence. Non-violence, my ass. Non-violence will just send you, 6 feet under. That's what non-violence can send you. Non-violence is a nice way to send you non-alive. You'll be dead. Man, you'll be so dead with non-violence. It's true. You say, well, if I go to jail? Would you rather be dead or go to jail? Choose your mind, fucker. Make up your mind. Self-defense, man. Learn self-defense. For one, go to a class. For two, learn self-defense. For three, get a white belt. Don't just hope you're gonna. No, get the actual thing. There's obviously something wrong. So obviously cops think they're military. Cops think they're gods, man. Martial artists, we're the ones we're the ones who play God, not them. You will die if you're a martial artist. You need to sacrifice your body for that. Nobody does it like martial artists. Obviously, people are afraid of death. But if you want if you want to catch bullets, become a martial artist. If you just want to die like a cunt, you just keep you living your life like a cunt, like a pussy police officer trying to govern the world. eventually dying from their own gun, shooting themselves in the leg. It's how they're gonna die. Yeah. I am not a depressed piece of shit anymore. Mm-mm. I'm not part of the masses. That mass of mentally ill piece of shit. You know, people who cry themselves to sleep. They're the weak ones. That's a lot of our police force. Who shoot at our people and cry themselves to sleep. While our karate force begs in fear from them. Because nobody wants to believe in their religion. That's basically what's happening right now. Do you want that, huh, karate people? Do you want to beg? Do you want your colored belt to be useless for no one to believe you? Just think about that. Because the only reason why no one believes you is because you haven't done anything outlandish. So you're sitting in your room, probably depressed, crying, crying over spilled milk, probably. That's what I used to do. Antidepressants can only do so much for you. You gotta think. You gotta prove yourself. You know, the belt is only a testament to how strong you are, not a testament to everyone else, just to yourself. You got that belt in a safe place, in an unrecorded area. Among your sensei and among your Kyodai, I don't know what the fucking name is, among your students. But the real world doesn't work like that. The real world doesn't believe in your karate religion. The real world only believes in this thing See this thing? This is what they believe in. This is what's on the news. This is what's controlling their brains. This is all over the media. It's all they care about. I'm just telling you, if you're a karate master, that means any color belt. Any color belt, you're a master, even white. You gotta do something. You can't just sit around feeling sorry for yourself and the money you spent on your karate thing. You really got to make a difference in the world. Or you're just gonna see the same shit on the media. You know how much influence you have over other people? You have a lot of influence if you have that belt. A lot. A lot more than anybody else. Just think about that. Okay? Good night.